As dawn spreads across the countryside, a small dog moves quietly through the dew-covered grass. With its compact body, broad chest, upright bat-like ears, and distinctive short muzzle, the French Bulldog is one of the most recognizable dog breeds in the world. Although closely associated with human companionship, its instincts remain deeply rooted in those of its canine ancestors. Every morning begins the same way: a familiar path, a familiar landscape, and an endless stream of scents carried across the fields by the wind. For a dog, smell is far more important than sight. Each scent reveals information hidden from human senses: the passing of another animal, the direction of movement, the age of a trail, even the presence of a potential mate. As the male explores the countryside, another French Bulldog moves through the same environment, a female. She follows her own routine among the grass, shrubs, and open ground. Stopping frequently, she investigates the scents left behind during the night. Neither animal is searching directly for the other, yet their movements gradually bring them closer together. Days pass. The male encounters fresh scent markings. His attention sharpens. He pauses more often, lifting his head to test the air. The female notices similar traces within the landscape. Unseen messages are exchanged through scent alone. Eventually, both animals arrive within the same open meadow. At first, distance remains between them. They observe, listen, and allow the wind to carry information from one to the other. The introduction is calm and deliberate. The male approaches slowly. The female remains relaxed. Each movement is cautious but natural. Body posture, scent, and behavior communicate far more than sound. As trust develops, the pair begin spending more time together, walking through the same areas, exploring the same scent trails, investigating the same patches of grass and wildflowers. The bond forms gradually, following instincts refined over countless generations. When conditions are right, mating occurs. The event itself is brief, yet it marks the beginning of an entirely new chapter. Soon afterward, the female returns to her daily routine. At first, little appears different. She continues exploring the countryside, searching for food, resting beneath shade during the warmest hours, following familiar routes through the landscape. But within her body, new life is developing. Week after week, the puppies grow, her abdomen slowly expands, periods of rest become longer, energy becomes increasingly important. The changing season continues around her. Grass bends beneath the wind, butterflies drift across sunlit meadows, birds move through the sky above, and beneath it all, the next generation continues to develop. As the final weeks of pregnancy approach, instinct begins guiding her toward shelter. She investigates protected areas beneath shrubs, examines natural cover beneath low branches, tests several locations before rejecting them. Finding a safe place is essential. Newborn puppies are vulnerable to cold weather and exposure. Eventually, she discovers a suitable site hidden among dense vegetation. There she begins preparing a nest. Dry grass is rearranged. Leaves are pushed aside. The ground is shaped into a sheltered resting place. The work is simple, but every movement serves a purpose. As evening falls and darkness settles over the countryside, labor begins. The female shifts position repeatedly within the nest. Breathing becomes deeper. The surrounding world grows quiet. Only insects and distant night sounds remain. Then at last the first puppy arrives. Tiny, blind, and completely dependent upon its mother. One by one, the newborns enter the world. Immediately, the mother begins cleaning them. Her tongue removes fluids from their fur. The stimulation encourages breathing and circulation. The puppies respond with their first movements. For newborn French Bulldogs, life begins in darkness. Their eyes remain closed. Their hearing is limited. Movement is slow and uncertain. Warmth becomes their highest priority. They gather close against their mother's body, protected by her presence, fed by her milk. And sheltered within the nest, she carefully prepared. For days their lives follow a simple rhythm: sleep, feed, grow, repeat. The mother rarely leaves for long. Her attention remains focused on the litter. Each puppy gains strength a little more every day. Soon, small changes begin to appear. Their movements become stronger, their reactions become quicker. And one morning, a puppy slowly opens its eyes for the very first time. A new world comes into focus. The shape of its mother, the walls of the nest, the movement of grass beyond the entrance. Everything is unfamiliar, everything is worth exploring. The first attempts at walking are far from graceful. Tiny legs struggle to support a growing body. Balance comes and goes. One step succeeds, the next ends in a stumble. Yet every failure teaches coordination, every attempt builds strength. Within weeks, the puppies are moving freely around the nest. Curiosity drives them forward. They investigate leaves, twigs, stones, and every unfamiliar scent they encounter. Play becomes an important teacher. A fallen branch becomes a challenge. A moving insect becomes an object of fascination. A patch of tall grass becomes unexplored territory. Through play, young dogs develop awareness, balance, and confidence. The mother gradually encourages exploration beyond the nest. Short walks become longer journeys. The puppies learn where water can be found, how different surfaces feel beneath their paws, and how to navigate obstacles scattered throughout the environment. At the edge of a shallow stream, a young puppy learns to drink independently. The lesson is simple, yet essential. Water, shelter, and awareness form the foundation of survival. As months pass, growth accelerates. The puppy's body becomes stronger, the ears stand fully upright, the broad chest begins to develop, and the familiar appearance of an adult French Bulldog slowly emerges. With maturity comes independence. The young dog begins spending more time away from its mother, exploring farther, following its own scent trails, making decisions without guidance. New sounds attract attention. Unexpected movement triggers caution. Experience gradually transforms curiosity into understanding. The countryside that once seemed enormous now feels familiar. Paths become recognizable, landmarks become routine, confidence replaces hesitation. By adulthood, the transformation is complete. The puppy that once crawled blindly through a nest hidden beneath the grass now moves confidently across the landscape. Strong, independent, and fully aware of its surroundings. As another sunrise spreads golden light across the meadow, the young adult follows a scent trail carried on the morning wind, the same behavior that began this story. A year earlier, another French Bulldog walked this very path. Now the next generation has taken its place. The journey that began in a sheltered nest returns to where it started, not as a helpless newborn, but as a mature adult ready to begin the cycle again. And somewhere beyond the horizon, another story is waiting to begin.